Hello there, I welcome you to another beautiful edition of Editorials. We are broadcasting from Canada and I am Sandra Asante. Today we are still on Ethiopia's Tigray conflict. We'll be looking at UN's warning of the famine hitting 400,000 people in the region. So don't go anywhere, I'll be back after the break. Welcome back. Thank you so much for staying with me. So they are also warned of further clashes despite the declaration of a ceasefire. The Ethiopian government, which has been fighting regional forces in Tigray, declared a unilateral ceasefire on Monday. However, forces vowed to drive their enemies from the region, and there have been reports of sporadic clashes as pressure built internationally for all sides in the conflict to pull back. The fighting between Tigray People's Liberation Front, the TPLF, and government forces have already left thousands of people dead and more than 2 million people have been displaced as well. All sides in the conflict had been accused of carrying out mass killings and human rights violation. On Friday, several thousand captured Ethiopian soldiers were paraded through the street of the Tigrayan capital, Mekelle. On Friday, the UN's acting humanitarian aid chief told members of the Security Council at a meeting in New York City that the situation in Tigray had deteriorated dramatically in recent weeks. The region was experiencing the worst famine situation we have seen in decades. Ramesh Rajashiham said close to 5.2 people still required humanitarian assistance. The great majority of them are women and children. He added that the Ethiopian government has denied allegation that it has been blocking aid after Tigrayan forces took control of much of the northern region earlier this week. Tigray, the basics, let's look at that right now. So Ethiopia is divided into 10 regional states defined on ethnic grounds and described as largely autonomous but with central institutions. In 2018, following anti-government protests, Abiy Ahmed took over as PM, introducing reforms. Powerful politicians from Tigray, Ethiopia's northernmost state, accused Mr. Abiy of trying to increase federal power. Relations worsened, and after the government accused Tigrayan forces of attacking military bases, the Ethiopian army moved in November. Mr. Abiy declared the conflict over in late November, but fighting continued and increased ahead of national elections on 21st of June. The UN Political Affairs Chief Rosemary DiCarlo told the meeting that further clashes were likely between the Tigrayan forces, the Tigray Defense Forces, that is the TDF, and Ethiopian troops supported by Eritrean soldiers and Amara regional forces. There is a potential for more confrontations and a swift deterioration in the security situation, which is extremely concerning, she said, adding that we urge the TDF to endorse a ceasefire immediately and completely. The fighting began last November when forces rejected political reforms and captured army bases. Government forces captured Mekelle later last month following a rapid offensive. Rebel retook Mekelle and earlier this week entered the town of Shire, about 140 kilometers, that is 90 miles, to the north and east, according to the UN officials. Thank you so much for watching today's editorial. This is where I draw the curtains on it. My name is Sandra Asante. You should have a beautiful day.